Hi everyone! So today we're going to be using a target mat to train our wait command or our stay. I like using the mat because it gives the dog clarity in training where they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to stay. It helps connect the word stay or wait with the action of staying or wait. And I find dogs pick it up really, really fast. So the first thing that we're kind of doing here is just getting him used to the mat, getting him used to being on the mat. We're feeding him a lot of treats on the mat, just to show him this is where the good stuff is. And as you see, I'm very quickly, because my dog's very good at this, he does it all the time, I'm very quickly walking away from him and then coming back to him to feed him. Now, I recommend doing this for absolute beginners most of the time. But if you do want to vary it and test your dog, feeding them a treat and then walking away and seeing if they stay without even saying anything is also a really good choice. You could say stay, or you could ask them to intrinsically kind of know to stay on the mat. That's why I love the mat. It gives you options. Ideally, if I put my dog in a sit, I want him to stay in the sit for our start line stays when we do dog agility. You'll also notice different types of ways I'm rewarding here. So I'm kind of rewarding by feeding him directly, and I'm also feeding him by throwing a treat. Now, there's different reasons why I do this. One of the reasons for throwing the treat is just to get him off the mat, because some dogs really love the mat because they get fed on it all the time, which I love, but sometimes I want to practice going to the mat instead of staying on it. So that's why I usually toss a treat, is to create distance between myself and the dog. And if I feed him on the mat or feed him directly by my hand, it is to show he is in a good place and I want him to stay there. Another thing you'll notice me do is either the treat. I never throw the treat near me. I don't want him to associate the mat with coming towards me when I reward. So I'm always throwing behind him or away from him or to the side. Very random directionals, like I'm not really calculating what I should be throwing. But I do find that this helps the dog understand that they are supposed to go to the mat and stay on it, and that rewards either come to them or they go get the reward, but they can't go get it until that treat is thrown. That is why I really, really love treat tossing as a form of reward. Same thing with toys. Again, when you are training a dog to stay in one place, where you reward is so important. So again, I'm not rewarding towards me here. I'm throwing the treat out towards him, towards the mat. I'm rewarding whenever he does it down. And I really like showing you guys these clips of him working, because as you can see, he kind of backs up onto the mat. He loves the mat, y'all. Like, he is so knowledgeable and knows how to move his body, which I absolutely love watching him do. Here, I'm just kind of staying in one place. I'm not moving. I'm not talking to him. He has to figure out, with my timing of tossing the treat, what he's supposed to do, which is to go touch, sit, or look at the mat. His feet have to be on the mat to be rewarded. This just builds drive for going to the mat, for really connecting himself in the mat as a place that is good, and that he wants to be on, which is really what we're doing here. We're just building a good association with the mat and then moving as if the mat weren't even there. Like, I don't care what you do, you just gotta touch that mat. It's very instinctual. The dog knows that they're going to be rewarded on the mat, so they stay there, which makes it super easy for us to build the word wait or stay into the dog sitting or laying down in a certain position. In a couple of more videos, I will explain how to transition the mat out of your stays, but for now, this is a very, very good beginner exercise for anyone who is trying to get their dog to stay immediately. I love mat games. If you love mat games, go ahead and hit subscribe and like this video for more content on my channel. I'm Anna. Thank you for watching Free Sport Dog Co.